Welcome to The Explainer. Look, there is a massive, rapid shift happening literally in our own backyards, and today we're jumping right into it. We're breaking down the rising tension between the explosive, frankly unprecedented growth of massive new AI data centers and the everyday local communities that are successfully organizing to challenge them. It's a classic David and Goliath story, but with a highly technological twist, and the implications for our land, water, and power grids are absolutely huge. So here's the million-dollar question, right? If these massive AI data centers are so amazing for us, why are they being built in secret? Renowned consumer advocate and environmental activist Erin Brockovich, who you probably know from battling giant utility companies in the past, started asking this exact thing. She noticed these giant tech facilities were just popping up completely under the radar. I mean, if these centers are bringing in high-paying jobs and fueling tech growth like the industry claims, why the lack of transparency? Why all the secrecy? She really hit the nail on the head here. To understand the frustration, you have to look at how these projects are actually introduced. Citizens across the country reported feeling completely blindsided. Residents are saying it felt like these deals were struck in the dead of night, entirely behind closed doors. And we aren't just talking about industrial parks way out of town. These monstrous developments are being dropped right next to schools, residential areas, and hospitals, entirely without the input of the people who actually live there. Now, you might be thinking, doesn't it have to be this way? Well, no. Just look at the stark contrast in approaches. Over in China, for example, they're utilizing windmills and significantly less water for some of these centers. But then you look at a place like Maysville, right here in the U.S. Residents there are staring down 41 new turbines. And get this, it's local taxpayers and landowners who are expected to essentially subsidize this heavy infrastructure for giant utility entities like Georgia Power. It's wild that the burden is falling so heavily on local citizens for a less sustainable model. How did we even catch on to the true scale of this? For Erin Brockovich, the investigation truly started with the number 30. She received 30 individual emails from just one single community. For a seasoned investigator, when 30 separate people from the exact same town reach out about the exact same hidden issue, that is a massive red flag. It was the crucial signal that a much larger problem was bubbling just beneath the surface. To figure out the actual scale of this thing and see the bigger picture, she launched a dedicated reporting platform back in April called the Brockovich AI Data Center Reporting Map. The goal was super simple: give everyday people a tool to report and track the unannounced spread of these facilities in their own neighborhoods. And what happened next was absolutely staggering. Within just 3 days of that website going live, the response was overwhelming. Residents from 47, maybe 48 states started reporting secretive data center developments right in their backyards. Think about that for a second. In less than half a week, almost the entire country was lighting up the map. It proved this wasn't just some isolated incident in a couple of tech-heavy cities, but a synchronized, nationwide rollout happening largely in secret. The momentum just skyrocketed from there. The platform quickly pulled in over 8,000 individual submissions from concerned citizens. These aren't just casual complaints. These are 8,000 detailed reports from folks documenting what is physically being built right next to their homes. It's an incredible testament to the power of citizen reporting when people finally have a platform to share their reality. Out of those 8,000 submissions, Brockovich's team has already verified and pinned over 4,700 reports directly to their interactive map. They're actually drowning in a massive backlog just trying to get all the data onto the site. This map has literally become the visual representation of an industry expanding at lightning speed without any standard local oversight. So here is the bottom line. Based on this grassroots data, we're looking at a sprawling nationwide footprint of over 4,300 data centers. And within that massive number, more than 3,600 are specifically cataloged as AI data centers. The sheer physical space and infrastructure required to power this AI revolution is astonishing, and it's already fully embedded in our communities. Section 1. The hidden cost to locals. You can really see why these communities are getting organized when you look at the physical consequences of this stealthy rollout. AI advocates promise high-paying jobs and tech leaps, but locals are getting hit with a really harsh reality. We're talking electric bills doubling, sometimes even tripling. There's severe water drain that's lowering well water tables so much that residents actually have to dig deeper wells just to get water. Add in strained local infrastructure, threats to local wildlife, and total unknowns about long-term health impacts. And all of this is happening alongside reports of zero environmental impact studies being conducted beforehand. And then there's the immediate visceral impact of simply living next to one. People are reporting severe noise pollution. Imagine living with this. A 24/7 situation, nonstop, just in your ear, humming, hissing, and buzzing. People are saying this relentless, maddening industrial noise runs all day and all night, and it's deeply affecting their daily lives. Section 2. Communities fight back. But folks aren't just taking this lying down. We are seeing a massive, bipartisan grassroots movement taking shape across the entire country. Brockovich herself noted she has never seen anything quite like this level of nationwide organization in her whole career. And their playbook is highly effective. Step 1, they are doing their own research and educating themselves on the true impacts. Step 2, they're networking, connecting with neighbors and sharing info across different regions. And Step 3, the most important one, they are showing up. They're flooding city council meetings and town halls in massive numbers, making sure their voices are absolutely impossible for local politicians to ignore. And their secret weapon in this fight? The moratorium. It's basically a legal pause button. Communities are aggressively pushing their city councils to implement these temporary suspensions on data center construction. The goal isn't necessarily to ban them forever, but to force a halt until proper environmental impact studies are finally conducted and actual transparency is provided to the public. And guess what? It's completely working. Thanks to these highly coordinated town hall pushes, over 79 municipalities across the country, and even some entire states, are now actively enacting bans, moratoriums, or legal pauses on new data center developments. Citizens are successfully using the local democratic process to hit the brakes on an industry that tried to bypass them. Let's put this all into perspective because there is a massive disconnect at the heart of this issue. On one side, you have the tech industry's claims that these centers are necessary for growth, create great jobs, and just use standard infrastructure. But on the other side, you've got the harsh physical realities local residents are dealing with. Facilities imposed without consent, doubled utility bills, drained water tables, and extreme 24/7 noise. It is a total mismatch between corporate ambition and community well-being. So as we wrap up this explainer, we have to look to the future and ask a pretty fundamental question. Can this booming, highly secretive AI industry actually coexist with local communities without fundamentally changing its entire approach? Will these tech giants finally come to the table with the transparency, studies, and oversight that citizens are rightfully demanding? Or are we just going to see infrastructure forced onto communities, repeating the grave environmental mistakes of the past? It's a massive battle. It's really just beginning, and it is happening right next door. Thanks for learning with us today.